Imagine that the Queensland government were overtaken by a terrorist organisation. And imagine that that terrorist organisation's stated goal was to destroy the state of New South Wales and murder all its residents. Imagine that for over 40 years this organisation, let's call it the Party of God, was being supported financially and militarily by another state, and that this terror organisation had thousands of missiles pointed at New South Wales, and this year alone had launched over 12,000 missiles at New South Wales. Imagine that this Party of God had built kilometres of underground tunnels on New South Wales' northern border so as to launch a massive terror onslaught against the residents living in the northern communities. Imagine that the residents of New South Wales living under this constant threat had been forced to build bomb shelters in every home and apartment in New South Wales. Imagine that the entire Northern Rivers region, Byron Bay, Ballina, Lennox Head, Brunswick Head, was uninhabitable because it was impossible to live with constant missile bombardment, leaving whole communities in the northern quarter of New South Wales abandoned. Imagine that the government of Queensland allowed this terrorist entity not only to overrun their state, but even to be part of the governance of Queensland. Imagine that for over 40 years this was allowed to continue, and that it already cost hundreds and hundreds of innocent lives. What would you expect the New South Wales government to do? Nothing? Something? How would you expect them to react? Sounds like a nightmare? Well, I've just described the reality in Israel today. For over 40 years, the Party of God, Hezbollah, has launched tens of thousands of missiles at Israel and have rendered the north of Israel uninhabitable. Generations of children have grown up knowing that when the sirens sound, they have seconds to get to bomb shelters. This same organisation, Hezbollah, openly calls for Israel's annihilation and has already killed thousands of Israelis. Yes, that is their stated goal, the annihilation of the one Jewish state. They aren't asking to negotiate. They are demanding the eradication of an entire country. There are 195 countries in the world, 57 Muslim countries, and one tiny Jewish state, a third the size of Tasmania. So next time you hear about Israel bombing Lebanon, think about what you would do if just one missile slammed into your local Woolworths or high school. Then you'll understand what it is like living in Israel today.